Hi, Khuram. You look deep in thought. What's on your mind?
Hey, Amira. I was just thinking about how I can improve my English speaking skills. I really want to speak more fluently and confidently. I think my biggest problem is confidence.
That's a fantastic goal. Learning a new language is exciting and opens many opportunities. What aspect of speaking English do you find the most difficult?
Sometimes, I hesitate because I'm afraid of making mistakes. When I speak, I worry that people will laugh at me or not understand me.
That's a very common concern. But don't worry. Everyone who learns a new language faces the same challenge. It's all about practice and mindset.
I guess that makes sense. But how do I stop feeling so nervous when speaking?
Overcoming fear and building confidence. The best way to stop feeling nervous is to accept that making mistakes is part of the process. Instead of fearing mistakes, embrace them as learning opportunities. Every mistake you make helps you get better.
That's true, but I still feel embarrassed when I say something wrong.
Try this. Instead of worrying about mistakes, focus on getting your message across. People appreciate the effort, and most will understand you even if you don't speak perfectly.
That's a good point. So, the key is to keep speaking, even if I make mistakes.
Exactly. Another tip is to speak slowly and clearly. There's no rush. If you take your time, you'll feel more confident and make fewer mistakes.
I'll try that. But what if I don't have anyone to practice with?
Practicing without native speakers. You don't need native speakers to practice. There are many ways to improve. You can practice with friends who are also learning English, join online language exchange programs, or even talk to yourself in English.
Talk to myself? That sounds a little funny. How does that help?
It may feel funny at first, but it's actually a great technique. You can describe what you are doing, think out loud in English, or even pretend to have a conversation with someone. This helps improve your fluency and makes you more comfortable forming sentences quickly.
That's interesting. I never thought about that. What else can I do to improve?
Listening and imitation techniques. Listening is just as important as speaking. Try to listen to English as much as possible, watch movies, listen to podcasts, and repeat what you hear. This will help you learn natural pronunciation, sentence structures, and common expressions.
Oh? So, I should copy how native speakers talk.
Exactly. A great technique is called shadowing. You listen to a sentence and immediately repeat it, trying to match the pronunciation and intonation. It's like mirroring a native speaker.
That sounds like a fun way to practice. I'll try it. But what about vocabulary? I sometimes struggle to find the right words when I'm speaking.
Expanding vocabulary naturally. That's a common challenge. One of the best ways to improve vocabulary is by reading a lot of books, articles, news, or even social media in English. But here's a tip. Instead of memorizing single words, learn phrases and expressions.
Why should I learn phrases instead of just words?
Because native speakers use phrases naturally in conversations. If you learn full expressions, you'll sound more fluent. For example, instead of saying, "I am very happy," you can say, "I'm over the moon." Or instead of "it's easy," you can say, "it's a piece of cake."
Oh wow. That sounds much more natural. I'll start paying attention to phrases. What else can help me improve?
Additional tips for speaking English better. 1. Think in English. Instead of translating from your native language, try forming thoughts directly in English. 2. Use English in daily life. Label household items in English, write a daily journal, or change your phone's language to English. 3. Engage in small talk. Practice short, casual conversations about the weather, hobbies, or daily events. 4. Watch and mimic body language. Nonverbal communication helps convey meaning and makes conversations more natural. 5. Use online tools and apps. Apps like Duolingo, BBC Learning English, and YouTube channels can provide extra practice.
6. Set realistic goals. Aim to learn and use a few new words or expressions each day. 7. Record yourself speaking. Listening to your own speech can help you recognize mistakes and improve pronunciation. 8. Join English-speaking communities. Participate in online forums, book clubs, or discussion groups to interact with others. 9. Sing along to English songs. Music helps with pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation in a fun way. 10. Stay patient and motivated. Progress takes time, so celebrate small victories and keep practicing regularly.
Here are some difficult words from the script along with their meanings. Fluently, speaking a language smoothly and effortlessly. Confidently, speaking or acting with self-assurance and belief in oneself. Opportunities, chances or possibilities to do something beneficial or successful. Hesitate, to pause or delay because of uncertainty or fear. Embarrassed, feeling awkward, ashamed, or self-conscious.
Appreciate, to recognize and value something as important or beneficial. Imitation, the act of copying someone's actions, speech, or behavior. Intonation, the rise and fall of voice pitch when speaking. Expressions, common phrases or sayings used in everyday language. Fluency, the ability to speak or write a language easily and accurately.
Final encouragement. Be patient with yourself. Language learning is a journey, and fluency doesn't happen overnight. The most important thing is to keep practicing, have fun, and never be afraid to make mistakes.
Thank you so much, Amira. These tips are really helpful. I feel more motivated to practice English every day now.
That's the spirit, Khuram. Keep going, and you'll see great improvement. And remember, I'm always here to help.
Thanks, Amira. Let's keep speaking English together.